Hi, yeah, it's me again. After about what? I I have come back with a new microphone. Today's video is about JMOD guide and the importance or all you should know about this mod, and it's a guide, so it will help you hopefully. I'm joined with three of my friends, Swagger Soda,
Hello?
Nafunaud, and Spooky.
Hello.
Let's get on with the video. Soda, gone with the armor.
There are 3 tiers and 2 sub-tiers: light, medium, medium light, heavy, and medium heavy. All of the armors have a random number, so damage negation can be different, so please don't email me in the comments. Some armors have small side effects, such as heavy and medium heavy. When talking, they create a louder sound and you tend to be slower with them. Light armor negates to 50 to 25% of the damage, only taking away 34 HP. Medium armor negates 35 to 50% of damage, only taking away 26 HP. Medium light negates 25 to 30% of damage, protecting us only by 6 HP. Heavy vest protects from 50 to 75%, taking away only 2 HP. And lastly, medium heavy, protecting us from 40 to 60% of damage. When damaged, it takes away 1 HP. Gas mask and respirators. Both of these items are very useful in mid-combat, due to people probably throwing gas nades onto you. Gas nades onto you. They protect you from noxious gases and radiation. Let's test the respirators. Let's test the respirators. I am now without any protection. I start doing rapid damage. Now I have a respirator, and I still take the same amount of damage. As of now, my respirator is sadly broken. They do not protect me from poisonous gas or radiations. When they are in the state, they are quite pointless. On the other hand, gas masks protect you from every type of gas. They protect you from tear gas, poisonous gas, radiation, and other gases. If you have a chemical warfare mod. Hazmat suit. This suit will protect you from literally every gas. On the downside, you cannot wear any armor while wearing the suit. It protects you from even bioweapons and gas nades. As you can see, I don't take any damage from this. These suits are extremely useful when handling hazardous materials. The headset. In single player, they are useless. Only in multiplayer they shine, as you can set up a private communication with your friends, disallowing your enemy to see your text.
Moving on to explosives. We have throwables, base/home defense, area of denial, and lastly, nuclear and destructive area of denial. Throwables. Incendiary grenade. After explosion, it spreads napalm in a small area. Napalm tends to stick to you, causing you to burn even after leaving said area. Fragmentation grenade. After explosion, it sends out a bunch of shrapnel. Beware of using this grenade, as it tends to hurt the user as well as anyone around. Bundle grenade. Big and bulky. It doesn't spread shrapnel, but it has big explosion radius, amazing for crowds of enemies. Dynamite. Just a frag grenade without the fragments. Has a longer fuse time than any grenade. Stick grenade. Can be thrown far away and tends to bounce too. And it's a classic German stick grenade. Number 74 is a sticky grenade that sticks to surfaces, vehicles, players, and NPCs. Nothing can get it off, and it tends to be dangerous for the user, as the enemy can use it as a suicide bomb. Mini nades. It's a small fragmentation grenade, again without fragments. Number 69. It's an impact grenade with an instant explosion, no delay. Base defense. Claymore. This little fella can be hidden behind doorways or boxes. When activated, it doesn't shine a laser. Claymores tend to be quite dangerous, as they do explosion damage and shrapnel damage. This zombie has no chance of getting to me. Once an enemy is detected, it beeps 3 times before explosion. Slams. Also known as selectable lightweight attack munition. This mine is able to be used as a remote detonator or tripwire detonator. They do not spread shrapnel, but they do extreme explosive damage. It can stick to walls, creating an amazing ambush or denied zone area. Only side effect is that the laser is visible. Unfortunate players, beware and check your surroundings before running. Bounding mines, also called bouncing betties, or the German S-mines.
S stands for surface.
Yeah, I get it. Shut up. These, once activated, are nearly invisible to the naked eye. They're only detectable when near them, as they beep 3 times and jump up. In split seconds, exploding and spreading shrapnel everywhere. These can go into the following materials: pebbles, dirt, mud, grass, carpet, sand, anything that sounds like grass when you walk on it. They even hates me for using these for base defense. Jetpack, also called the detonation package. These little things can be used as breaching devices or as a trap, as these are small and nearly undetectable when not walking next to them. Doorways are cursed with these. Satchel charge. This is a large breaching explosive. Also can be used as a trap, but often best used as a breaching element. The blast radius is large and can be deadly even behind buildings. Powder keg. A barrel of gunpowder. The powder keg cannot be triggered directly, but requires a black powder line leading to it. Beware of the gunpowder line, as if it's too short, you'll be caught in the explosion radius. Vehicle and anti-personnel mines. What there is to say? Vehicle mines can't be triggered by an NPC and have a larger blast radius than an anti-personnel mine. Fugees, or Fuggus.
Foul gas mine.
Thank you, Google. A proximity barrel that spreads napalm and sets things on fire. The napalm landing is RNG based. It's never the same. TNT, an amazing breaching tool. Can be used for traps that have chain detonation. Its high blast radius tends to annihilate everything around. Naval mine. Sadly, these amazing and highly destructive bombs aren't as useful due to the lack of JMOD submersibles. To activate these, all you have to do is put them in the water and trigger them. They have a large explosion radius and are quite fun to use. Time bomb. Time bombs are very good for time breaching and trap making, as they have large AoE, area of effect. They have a set timer that can be set up to 180 minutes and 10 seconds. These bombs can be used for scenic purposes too. Take a look. Proximity and remote mini grenades. These two are what they say. Well, proximity and remote detonated. Proximity is the red one, while remote is blue. They don't have a big blast radius as they're very small and then don't spread shrapnel, but they still hurt a lot. Moving on to area of denial. HE and HEAT rockets. They stand for high explosive and high explosive anti-tank. Genuinely, I have no single clue how to aim these or how they can be used particularly. Other than that, they have fast TOA, time of arrival. Their power against everything as their rockets. Small, medium, and big bombs. All of these are amazing for area of denial and tend to have big blast radius. They're bombs and have nothing special other than a big risk of self-damage. Nukes. Nuclear bombs can be detonated by impact or remote trigger. On detonation, they will produce a glorious mushroom cloud, utterly destroying everything within its blast radius, and spread invisible radioactive dust that will make players sick. The nanonuclear bomb has an initial blast radius of 600 HU and a shockwave up to 5000 HU. The micro-nuclear bomb has an initial blast of 1500 HU and a shockwave up to 16,000 HU. The thermonuclear bomb, let's just say you won't survive that. Also, we recommend turning your headphones down. Nanonuke. Nanonukes are less a harmful little brother of the bigger nukes. This nuke has a blast radius of a medium bomb and spreads small doses of radiation. Other than that, they're pretty easy to avoid. Beware of mishandling, as they can break and leak radiation. The micro nuke. It's just like its smaller brother, but 5 times as deadly. It spreads more radiation upon explosion. And lastly, thermonuclear bomb. The SAR bomba, one of the largest nuclear explosives. I usually call them server cleaners, as they wipe and destroy everything, leaving devastating radiation upon explosion. This large bomb isn't easy to obtain, luckily. That's all of the explosive. Nathan, go ahead with the miscellaneous stuff.
Now we go over the miscellaneous stuff of the mod. From helpful to offensive items. All of these have their own purpose and use. Some can be used in healing and some in destruction. Let's start with the simple stuff. There are two types of crates that are a little different from one another. The storage and the resource crate. The storage crate can hold many items, such as small explosives or armor, while the resource crate can hold any one item per crate. Take for example, I put chemicals in, and now I can only store chemicals in this crate. I'm now unable to put anything else there, not even this. Let's have a look on a turret, a protective entity. Once you press E on the turret and go behind it, you are able to see info of a turret. For example, ammo, coolant and power. You need to keep all of these in check so the turret can function. You are able to recharge and recool the turret with these two items, the coolant bottle and the battery. They can be found in resources. To recharge, rearm and recool the turret, all you need to do is just bash the items against it. The turret can take different ammo types, like explosive ammunition, normal ammo and power. Explain soon. You can also upgrade and reconfigure the turret for your liking. To do this, you need basic parts and a toolbox. You need the toolbox close to the turret so it registers. Once you have those items ready, turn off your turret, grab a toolbox and hold Alt and left mouse button. Once this menu pops up, you can adjust and configure your turret. The small white panel down here can change ammo type of a turret. The bullet types are ammo piercing incendiary or API, buckshot, regular bullet, HE grenades and power. The power ammo type drains the power of a turret, while the HE grenade use explosives, but it has very short range. Special points. Special points are mainly used with turrets. To add points, you need to deduct from an existing category. Example, I deduct from cooling and I get 1 special point. You can make a godsend sniper turret with incendiary rounds, but no armor, fire rate or minimal ammo. Although I don't recommend downgrading your armor or ammo, as it could be your death. Now you can see it deducted stuff from the basic parts crate. You can throw away your toolbox and then put this turret somewhere high. As you can see, fire rate and turning speed could have been useful. It only targets a few zombies and it's forgotten about 1 or 2. Useless. Now what if this scenario happened? I know there are plenty of intruders in my property, get off my lawn, and I don't want them here. A turret with a high fire rate and speed could be amazing. Problem is, if you put the targeting radius too low, it won't see them. The fight gets awkward and a bit hilarious. Radio station. One, if not the most useful non-firing entity, is radio station. It is able to deliver any kind of supplies and armaments. All you need to do is press E on a station and when once active, type the following: supply radio, help. And then, once you select your item type, supply radio, and the item's name. After designating a name, the supply crate will arrive. Once it lands, it will emit red signal, smoke and out beeping noise to alert you that it landed. Automated field hospital, an extremely useful entity to have in your base. It is able to heal and decontaminate you at the cost of medical supplies. On level 1, it will slowly heal you while using a lot of medical supplies. On higher levels, it will heal you faster with lower supply usage. Upgrading will come in later updates. It is currently a work in progress. Next, the medkit. This item is not that all interesting, but it's still very useful as it can heal you and your friends over time. It uses medical supplies as a source of healing. The healing is slow and in mid-combat quite risky to use, but realistic, I guess. The workbench. As of now, the workbench is quite useless and unimportant entity. It uses resources to make bombs, armor, weapons, and a jeep, which you can just spawn. But the workbench is useless due to the fact, because of, well, you can spawn it. The signal grenade. This item can be used for air support, a screenshot, flares maybe. It can be used freely and isn't harmful by itself. The smoke, tear, and flash grenades. They're useless in single player, but very useful in area of denial, especially the tear gas grenade. Tear gas blurs and blinds an enemy if they don't wear a gas mask or a hazmat suit. The smoke grenade is good for creating a smoke screen to hide in, but you'll still get shot at behind it. And flash grenades blind the enemy and sometimes even the user for 2 seconds. The bioweapon, gas grenades, black hole generator, and fumigator are the most offensive weapons, 2 of which will poison you if you don't have a gas mask or hazmat suit. One will give you a virus if you don't have a hazmat suit. This was a joke on a COVID situation. And the other one will be literally pull and eat everything it touches. There is no joke.
Ammunition refill. For JMOD's weaponry, you need ARC CW. As of now, you aren't able to customize these guns, sadly. It will be coming soon though. To be able to refill weapons from JMOD's category, spawn ammo or munitions for resources. You cannot refill JMOD weapons with HL2 ammo and vice versa.